Hello again and welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video we're going to be discussing how to get you to that millionaire lifestyle that you have always dreamt about, and how to get you there quick smart. Now how do you get there, I hear you ask? Well, I recently published an article on my Steemit page. Here I am on Steemit, Crypto Grind. Please follow me. I publish there fairly regularly, so follow me, engage with me there, and engage with me on YouTube, of course. So I recently published this article on Steemit discussing exactly that. So you become this millionaire in record time by investing in ICOs. Now what are ICOs? ICOs stands for initial coin offerings. Now initial coin offerings are rather similar to the IPOs, initial public offerings, that you have in business. Now with an initial public offering, the IPO that you have in business, a private company that wants to go public presents itself via this vehicle of initial public offering to the regulators. It is vetted to see that it conforms and complies with the regulation of whichever marketplace is looking to enter into. Having then been found to have complied and conformed with the regulations of the marketplace, the private company is then allowed, is then free to present itself to the stock market for its stocks and shares to be sold. So that's roughly how a private company goes public. So, but with an ICO is similar but different. Now, with an ICO, initial coin offering, you often, if not exclusively, get this in the cryptocurrency marketplace. So, a cryptocurrency startup presents itself to the market via this vehicle, and this vehicle, ICOs, is fairly popular amongst cryptocurrency startups for several reasons, and I should tell you why. One of the key reasons really is because by seeking funding finance via this route, the cryptocurrency startup avoids the regulatory requirements of the financial market. They don't have to go and kowtow to an angel investor. They go straight to the market to crowdfund. So because the cryptocurrency marketplace, of course, is fairly unregulated, so they don't really have too many legal compliance to fulfill before they go straight to market. So cryptocurrency startups use this vehicle as mainly, almost exclusively, well, not exclusively, but a good 80-90% of them source their initial seeding via this vehicle. So fairly popular, and it's also a popular vehicle for the investor, the shrewd, the clever, the thinking investor. So now, how does this work to your benefit? Now, there are a myriad of ICOs being launched, as you can imagine. Given the description that I gave earlier, there is an easy route to market, so you go straight to virtually the whole world and invite them to invest their money in your company. So it's an easy and quick route to market, and it's fairly popular amongst cryptocurrency startups. And with that, of course, you have every other man with a computer setting up an ICO and launching it to market. So it's a very porous marketplace as well, and you have to know what you're doing. But the profitability of it lies in the fact that you'll be buying the coin at its starting price. So let's say, for instance, the coin is launching at $1 a unit. You'll be getting the coin because you are buying pre-launch at that dollar. So you are getting the coin at its baseline, and also so that already gives you a margin for profit. And also most, if not all, ICOs or often always offers an incentive bonus. And what does that mean? So let's say, for instance, you are buying 100 British pounds worth of pre-sales coins. The startup company would offer you as an incentive an additional 20 pounds worth of that coin for free, or it might well work on a date basis. So let's say, for instance, you buy within a set date, you get a set amount of incentive for free. So let's say, for instance, you buy before X date, you get 30%, and then Y date you get 20%. You get the drift. So that's another profit line right there. So now there are two clear opportunities to make money there. One, on the incentive bonus that is being offered, the free coins that are being offered by the startup company, and two, by the fact that you are buying the coin at its baseline price. So that's where the profit really is. So in order to take advantage of this, you must be quite diligent in how you pick the coin that you invest in. So you pick the coin that you invest in as ever. The recommendations that I always follow is, first you look into the team behind the coin, understand the team, understand the members of the team, who the key players are, look at their background, what they've done in the past, what successes and failures they've had. This is just a standard recommendation that I always make on any of these crypto videos that I do. And then also you have to look into what the coin is for, what is its shtick, what niche in the market does it meet, what problem is it solving. So it has to be solving a problem as well. So, and additionally, you have to look at the activities on social media regarding this coin. Is it creating a lot of interest? Is there a buzz around it? That you look on Twitter, you look on Reddit, you look at reputable YouTubers to see what they are saying about this coin as well. So these are some of the resources that you might choose to use as part of your research. There's a website called ICO Alert. This gives you a listing of all the coins that are at the launching stage, that have just been launched and still being sold before being fully launched. The up and coming ones and the recently completed ones. So this is just a basic information type of website that just introduces the coins as they are being launched. Now you have this other website, ICO Ratings, which gives you a bit more detailed information on the coins. It gives them its form of its own rating based on its own criteria. But of course you have to do your own due diligence still. You cannot just rely on the ratings of these websites to invest. You have to do your own due diligence, and part of that due diligence process, we've already discussed looking at the team behind the coin. We've already discussed looking at the problem that the coin that the coin solves. Additionally, you want to look at the white paper of the coin as well. So the white paper is sort of like a business plan that is being presented by the people behind the coin as a sort of a description of what their plans are for the coin. You look at the white paper, you have a good read of it to get a clear understanding of an insight into the mind of the thinking behind the coin. Additionally, you look at the road map of the coin as well. The roadmap of the coin gives you a trajectory or sequence of events that would happen to the coin over a time span. So it gives you a trajectory of sequence of events, landmark events that will happen to the coin, and I shall be showing you an example later on, by the way, so stay with me. So it gives you a sequence of events that will be happening to the coin over a time span. So you look at all that, so all that information should inform your decision to invest or not. So I am invested in this marketplace as well as part of my overall cryptocurrency investing strategy, and I shall show you two of the coins that two of the ICO coins that I'm invested in. So the first one up is this coin called Paycent. Now, what is Paycent? I'm not going to talk you through the team behind the coin, but I have researched them, and I found them to be solid enough to reassure. But I am going to talk you through, though, what the coin is for. Now, Paycent looks to bridge that gap between cryptocurrencies and fiat money. Now, what does that mean? What they're intending to do with this coin is to create a form of debit card, both virtual and actual, that you can preload real money as well as cryptocurrency onto. So you have your cryptocurrency and real money loaded onto one spending space. So you then spend that card as you would. Then at the end of the month, when your bills come in, you can then decide to assign a bill to a cryptocurrency or to real money, etc. So this token, this coin, looks to bridge that gap between cryptocurrency and real money, and really it's now really one of the new coins that are coming into the market to introduce cryptocurrency to bring it alive into real life use. So to now make it a spendable thing, so you can go down to your local supermarket and buy your bread with cryptocurrency, which is preloaded on the card. So that I think is quite a good and a very clever concept. So I thought it was that good enough to be worthy of my $200 which I have invested in this cryptocurrency. Now, you remember I said earlier that part of the incentive is the bonus that they gave you, that they give you as well. Now, I got a 33% bonus on this coin. So as well as my $200, I got an additional 33% worth of this token as a bonus, as a pre-investor or pre-launch investor bonus. So I'm sitting on that. I might well so I've got two plans for this coin. I might well flip it immediately after it launches, because when a coin does launch, it does tend to spike up a bit before it settles to its natural price. So I might well sell it on a spike. So sell all of my stake, post that 33%, and walk away with maybe an additional $150, etc. Is the $150 that I did not have before. So thank you very much. So I'm invested in that market space, particularly because of what it does, and I am quite drawn to that because it's now bringing cryptocurrencies into real life use. Another coin that I'm invested in is this coin called, let me just go back a bit, this coin called Engine. Now, Engine is a cryptocurrency geared towards the gaming markets, and I don't really need to tell anybody watching this video how huge the gaming market is. So this cryptocurrency is geared towards the gaming market, and it really works as a form of a token that you can use to buy a bigger weapon for your gaming, a tradable token with the people that you are playing with, etc, etc. So it gets towards that market. It's a tradable market for gaming, and it also does additional functions within the gaming market as well. It allows you to host on it, etc. So it's geared towards gaming as a token of trade for the gaming community. And here's an example of the white paper that I was saying to you earlier, that I was telling you about earlier. So this is the white paper of the coin. It's quite detailed, so I'm not going to read it out to you. So you can read it at your leisure if you so choose. And that's the team behind the coin. So you can have a read of them. Their names are all listed, so you can do a background check. So I've done the background check to reassure myself that it's worth investing in. And where am I? And here is a roadmap as well. The roadmap that I was telling you, that is one of the key factors that you have to bear in mind before making that decision to invest. So this roadmap tells you what's going to happen with the coin over a time span. So we're going from August this year, which is already passed, to the last quarter of 2018, and they go on to describe the key events that will be taking place. And bear in mind, this landmark events affects the price of the coin. So if you read through the roadmap and there's a particularly striking landmark on that roadmap, it might well be worth your while holding on to that coin and selling it either just before that landmark, when that coin is will tend to spike up. So that's another consideration to bear in mind. So these are all the factors that you have to bear in mind, and if you are able to condense all of this into a decision, then that will be your route to that millionaire lifestyle that you do, that I'm sure you are dreaming about. And if you are already a billionaire, this will be your route to an additional million. So with that, I shall leave it there. I did not want this video to be particularly lengthy, but I am sure is fairly lengthy now, but I needed to talk you through the details of it just so that we're on the same page. So like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section. Do you agree or disagree with anything that I have said? What are your thoughts on investing in ICO? Are you in this particular niche of the marketplace? Engage with me via the comment section, and please let's make these comments as sensible as we possibly can. I know that might not always be the case, but let's try. So with that, I shall leave you there, and I shall catch you on the next one.